How are you?
I'm good.
Good heavens! Is it? Look at those high heels. Whoa!
Seriously.
Now, are you
Like,
violating
kind
an
of.
ordinance?
Definitely a height ordinance with doors, for sure.
Yeah, but can you walk comfortably in those?
No. And if any woman tells you they can, she's lying. Yeah, I am in so much pain right now.
Really? Well, they look
what it looks
fantastic. But I'm going to ask you a personal question. How tall are you?
I'm only like 5'9½". Like, that's really it. Like,
5'9½", 5'10". That's fine.
Yeah, that's not freakish, is it?
No,
But then
that's
I put
not the
these
issue
shoes
here.
on, and it's like, yeah, I become
You're 6 feet or
somewhat
better, yeah.
of a boy-she.
But this looks like reminiscent of something you might wear in the film last night to impress your former boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We do. Us girls, we know how to dress for your kind.
Now tell me about. Why is it we haven't seen you in since the Academy Award? What are you doing now?
I'm eating my hair now.
I see.
Where have I been?
Yeah, what have you been doing?
I've kind of disappeared for a couple of years. I took about like 3 years off, kind of. You know, I haven't done a movie in.
Did you do fun things in that 3-year period?
No, I had massive plastic surgery, and I needed to heal from it.
Oh my God! From where I'm sitting, you get your money's worth. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
But sometimes people will say that, but you didn't really have any plastic surgery done.
No, I did. I think you should just be honest about it. I had everything replaced. No, you know, it's weird. You just can't plan these things. I was kind of going to do a film, and then it got pushed back. And I have a production company, so I'm always kind of developing and producing things. And then before you know it, you just haven't done anything.
Did you do anything not related to getting movies ready to be produced?
Yeah, I love traveling, so I do make time for that.
Where did you go?
I did a little trip with one of my best friends in Spain, where we flew into Barcelona and then just took trains all the way through Spain.
How are the Spanish trains?
Well, there's some really nice ones, and then I like the more down and dirty ones.
Well, no, what does that mean, and why do you like them? Because to me, when you say down and dirty, subway. That's what I'm thinking.
They're a little bit like that. They're the ones where nobody would think Charlize Theron, Academy Award winner Charlize Theron, would be on this train. That's why I like them. So people they go, you look so much like that actress.
Oh, really? Wow.
But they never go, you're the actress.
So it's just Spaniards getting from one location to another.
Yeah, we took one train that we knew was like 7 hours, and we thought we would get some food on the train. And then I noticed somebody next to me, a local lady, opened her lunchbox. And I was like, oh, you were supposed to bring your own food. And it's a 7-hour train. Yeah. And we stop at this one stop, and then all of a sudden the train starts going backwards.
Whoa.
And we were on this train backwards for 7 hours going into Seville with no food. And so I'm literally like...
No, wait a minute. And far be it for me to tell the Spanish how to run there, but why are they running the damn thing
I still
backwards?
don't know till today.
What is it? They're just being a wise guy?
We were going forward for an hour, and then we went backwards for 7 hours. It was the most bizarre...
The story of my life. 1 hour forward, 7 hours backward. I've lived that.
Pretty much. But I could deal with that. It was the not having food thing that drove me crazier, because I was starving, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to sit on this train for 7 hours and not have food.
But the Spaniards, a loving, giving, caring people, would offer you food if you were hungry.
Not so much.
Really? Now, you traveled from Barcelona?
To Madrid.
No, wait a minute. Yes. Barcelona?
Yes, very good.
And then did you go to Seville?
I did, yes, I did.
Where else did you go?
I went to Valencia.
But what did you learn about yourself and the country?
That I have a mad passion and love for Spanish food.
Yeah.
And if I could marry it, I would.
Yeah. Like,
I love...
Now, is that legal in Spain?
To marry food? I think anything's legal in Spain. You could probably marry a croqueta if you wanted to.
Oh, I was married to a croqueta. Believe me.
A nice ham and cheese croqueta. That sounds like a marriage that could work for me.
This movie, was it actually filmed in Minnesota?
We were there for 3 days, 3 or 4 days.
Where was the rest of it filmed?
Just outside of New York.
Well, that stinks because the whole movie is you in Minneapolis or the Minneapolis.
No, in the outskirts of Minneapolis.
And then you go to Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that didn't take place in Minnesota at all.
No. Just the beginning of the film. You don't like that? You don't like that movie magic crap, do you,
that's
huh?
a violation. That's not a legal ordinance.
Real deal.
Yeah.
You know the whole
it's
thing is
very
fake.
convincing. It looks
you know
like.
I'm not actually really the character either. You know that, right?
I think there might be more of you in this character than...
You know when you watch movies, it's not real.
Well, speak for yourself. I don't know what that means. But it was written by the wonderful woman, Diablo Cody, who's been on the show, and she wrote the other one, the Juno movie, and directed by the same guy. Now, did he call you and say, we want you to be in this movie?
Yeah, we kind of ran into each other.
Ivan Reitman Jr., or is it, what's his name?
Wow. I ought to slap you for that, just for him. Jason Reitman, he's his own man.
Yeah, he said, no, I didn't say he wasn't his own man.
He was on, I would say, the top of my list of directors that I really wanted to work with. And I was at the Oscars the year that Up in the Air film that he directed with George Clooney.
Oh, that was an enjoyable, I like that
was
too.
nominated,
Yeah.
and I got there early and had a couple of glasses of champagne with my mom.
How is Mom?
She's good, she's good. And then they kind of usher us in like animals, you know, into the Kodak Theater, and he was in front of me, and I had enough liquid courage to tell him how much I loved his film, and then from that moment on, we kind of just kept running into each other, and then I'm in his film, which, yeah, I'm really, really happy to be with.
Well, that's great. And what did he say about the part and vice versa?
Well, he said, look, Charlize, I really want to make this movie with you, because I think you're the only actress who can play this role. Now, that doesn't make any sense to people who haven't seen the film, but you've seen the film, right?
Right.
It's somewhat of a backhanded compliment.
Well, sure.
Because she is... How did you describe her, Dave? How would you describe her? She's a mess, right? She's a bit of a mess.
Well, I've known many women like this character.
Oh my God, really?
Let's look at a clip here of a young adult. Tell us what we're going to see, Charlize.
I think it's the clip where I'm at a store trying to find myself a little outfit.
Picking out an outfit to go meet the ex-boyfriend.
To meet my ex-boyfriend, yeah.
Take a look. Young adult opens tomorrow.